couple of weeks ago, The Nation published an expose by the investigative reporter Isabel Macdonald. Based on a year of painstaking research, Macdonald's article revealed that Lou Dobbs, the former CNN host who had made his name and his fortune railing against the people he called illegals, had in fact relied on their labor for years for the upkeep of his multi-million-dollar estates and prize-winning show horses. The article, entitled Lou Dobbs, American Hypocrite, made waves throughout the media, and Dobbs was compelled to defend himself, which he did unconvincingly, insisting that because the workers were employed by third-party contractors, he was not technically guilty of hypocrisy. It didn't help that he had dismissed such excuses by employers as ridiculous when he still enjoyed his perch at CNN. In light of the role Lou Dobbs played in ratcheting up anti-immigrant rage and paranoia in this country, spreading fears of immigrants carrying diseases like leprosy, his humiliation was richly deserved. But all the attention to his hypocrisy risks obscuring the deeper lesson here, that undocumented workers are so thoroughly woven into the fabric of our economy that even a professional immigrant basher like Dobbs, someone who had a lot to lose from potential exposure, couldn't avoid relying on their labor. On any given day, we've all probably eaten fruit harvested by undocumented workers or meat they butchered. These workers also make possible the lifestyles enjoyed by wealthy Americans like Dobbs, with their estates and grounds and stables. How these millions of workers could be extracted from their jobs and deported without causing massive disruption, not only to their lives but to the entire economy, defies the imagination. Yet this is what Dobbs calls for with his campaign for ever tougher enforcement. Now Dobbs has complained that the nation didn't mention any of his constructive efforts to find a solution to our immigration crisis. And it's true that recently he has softened his line somewhat. But will he lend his full-throated support to a program of legalization that brings the millions of workers who toil in the shadows out into the open so they can stand with American workers to demand decent wages and fair treatment for all? We're waiting. This is Betsy Reed for GRITtv.